Alright, look, I'd say out of all the new cars to come out the past few years, the car that I probably brought up the most in casual car conversation is probably the GR86 and the BRZ. These cars are absolutely phenomenal, especially compared to their first generation. But the big debate has always been, oh, it's too slow, or it should have come turbo from the factory. And I actually pushed back on this a little bit with the GR86. I thought the extra displacement helped a lot, and it was just a fun car to slide around. But some people still think it should have been boosted from the factory. So thankfully today, we get to drive a boosted new generation BRZ. This car was actually built for SEMA and has a pretty clean turbo kit. But my question is it really that much better with a turbo? Let's go for a drive and find out. Come drift into a different dimension at Caffeine Octane Linear Raceway for Cosmic Drift on October 26, 2024 with LED lights, visuals, lasers, music, and so much more. Driver sign up and tickets are on sale now, and I really hope to see you there. Dude, we're back.
We are.
We're back.
2 years later.
I know.
We're here.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I go by B11 on social media. So I have a YouTube and an Instagram.
I'll put it right here. Okay, so you came up all the way to Georgia.
Yes.
Let me drive your BRZ because I'm a huge fan of this platform. I absolutely love it. The GR86, huge fanboy, but I never drove the BRZ. You're like, David, I'll bring it all the way up to you in Georgia.
Same car.
And then, same car. And then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna build it. I go, good luck. And the good thing is, you did have some good luck, and now we're here. You opened your own wrap shop, which is cool. You built this car for SEMA, drove it all the way to SEMA, and now it's turbocharged as well. Certainly sounds different than last time.
A little deeper.
A little deeper. You decided to, one, change the color.
Yep.
Two, turbocharge it.
Yes, sir.
So turbocharging it, you said you made 320 wheel.
Yes, sir.
How has the experience been so far?
I think the car should have came this way. 320.
Okay.
It makes 325 to the wheel. It's phenomenally better. And I compare the car almost to an STI.
Funny story about this car as well is you kind enough to come up to my first drift event too.
Yes.
And you're like, yeah, I'll just do the car show, it's fine. And then I felt like you had a little bit of envy for people driving in the drift pit.
I got peer pressured by David.
I got, no, positive reinforcement. There's a difference. And you ended up having a really good time, I feel like.
Yeah, when this car was stock body, it was amazing to just slide. I'm not gonna say drift because I definitely did not know how to drift.
Sure.
But yeah, I definitely had a good time throwing the back out.
The thing about this chassis is that it's really predictable. It's really controllable.
Yeah.
Oh, did you change your steering wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carbon fiber.
Do you have a short shifter now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm noticing all these tiny little things.
Nice.
Wide body.
Yeah.
You molded it.
Yes, I did.
Which I really, really like about it. It looks really nice. Carbon fiber hood.
Yeah.
All that.
It wasn't hard to install myself. It was like, it was a SEMA deadline, you know, as always.
Yeah.
We had like 2 weeks to get the kit on the car. No shop would take it, so we just gunned at it and installed it ourselves. When we got back from SEMA, I did the reverse molding. I don't know if you know what that is. It hides the rivets, but it was still not fully molded to the car. And then I was like, we're already halfway there, might as well go all the way. So I molded it all the way to the car.
Honestly, what I really like about it though is that it doesn't look overly modified. It still looks really nice.
I like that OEM Plus look.
OEM Plus is my favorite. It always has been. Okay, that's interesting. Also, it doesn't quite give it away that it's boosted quite yet. And so
it will.
But like if you're just cruising around, you're like, yeah, it's just a BRZ. So you're on coils now. What coils do you go with?
It's a new brand called Evolve by Fitment Industries.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, we're trying it out, seeing how it goes.
Oh, look, we have a wall.
Yeah.
We can make some cool noises. There it is.
It's so solid.
Just straight as an arrow.
Right.
Who built the kit?
JDL Auto out in Arizona. It's a very OEM looking like kit, you know, like it looks very subtle. and no trimming or cutting required. It was amazing.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Especially with your modified front bumper and everything else.
Yeah.
I noticed that kind of, I think it's your intercooler piping that kind of goes through the gill.
Okay, I had to trim on the bumper, but it's an Adro wide body kit. On the factory bumper, there's no trimming.
But yeah, your car is significantly wider, significantly lower.
Yes.
Still very nice to just drive around. There it is. Okay. Oh my God, that's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
HKS blow-off valve.
That's a Garrett turbo.
Yeah.
Garrett's, man, they're so good. They spool so fast too.
Yeah.
I have been literally telling so many people how much better this car is compared to the last car. And not a lot of people want to believe me.
No.
Until they drive it and they go, oh, I get it. Because the torque band is so much more aggressive.
Yeah.
It hits a lot harder, even stock with the 2.4. But I can imagine when you got this back, first of all, you said it could probably make more, but you did the smart thing and said, you know what? It's fine. I know when they announced this car, everyone was like, oh God, like why didn't they turbo it? And everything, which I understand. I understand people's mentality of like, they had another chance, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I understand if they have to share a platform with another company as well, that's tough to logistically.
Well, it was also like the Supra, you know, they didn't want to interfere with that market.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little bit of a conflicting thing if this was boosted too. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to SEMA. And I'm like, oh cool, he's gonna put it in a shipping container or whatever, you know, a transport.
We tried to.
And then you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna drive it all the way there.
No, we tried to trailer it with a U-Haul trailer and it broke down. So
is that what happened?
And we were, and there's a 2-day crunch line. It has to be at the show. The show started, so we literally took it down and drove the rest of the way. We were still in Florida.
You were still?
Yeah, and U-Haul was not picking up the phone. So we were like, all right, we gotta drop it and trailer it. I think it was what, 72 hours or something? I don't remember.
Oh my God, dude.
It was a hike, but it was, you know, memories.
Okay, I like it. Second gear roll on dead hooks.
Yeah.
And just goes.
It did, yeah.
Honestly, what's really great about it is that there's not too much lag either. No. I drove a turbo FRS years ago.
Right.
And even with that, you're still waiting.
Yeah.
You know, you're still waiting for that moment to happen.
Yeah. But I feel like the first gen's boosted still wasn't enough. The second gens really have a big punch to it. I mean, if it wasn't wide-bodied and whatnot, it'd be a great daily.
Yeah, it's a toy now.
Yeah.
It's a toy now.
Car's a little ruined.
Just straight as an arrow.
Right, right.
It doesn't feel like the car hates it. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like, oh, I don't like this. You're making me do this.
Yeah, these motors, they're a lot more capable than the first gens, and it's been shown through my other second gen buddies who have cars that are pushing 500 wheel horsepower, and I'm like, on a stock block, I'm like, God dang. I love that sound.
I love the chirp.
Yeah, that was a great chirp.
It was a solid chirp.
Yeah, and then it just gripped.
We're not doing this.
Don't worry if the back end rubs. This it's not my normal tire.
We just escaped a giant dip that we would have caught air on.
I call it Jacksonville dip.
A Jacksonville dip.
I hope whoever this goes to will enjoy it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna put it for sale?
Yes.
Do you want to say that you're putting it for sale?
Anybody want to buy the car? You know, 35 or best offer. I'll let it go.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a chance to get ready.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing.
I think another thing too is that you're on pump gas, right?
Yes.
That's really nice because on the FRS you had to go E to do pretty much anything.
But it's got upgraded injectors and fuel pump. If I wanted to go on that E, I really should. And it just keeps on going.
Brakes are so good too, man.
We got the ATS Cadillac brake calipers on here.
Every single time I drive one of these, I'm like, I love these cars so much.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a million projects, I would definitely own one of these cars. Is there anything, in your opinion, that was kind of like a pain in the butt to do on this car?
Nothing.
That could warn anybody? Or you're just like, yeah, it was just easy?
I would say, if you want to build a car, the second gen BRZs, they're perfect. I think this is a great platform to build on. Like, you can literally customize it you know, performance, exterior, drifting, whatever the hell you want.
aftermarket's big.
It's huge,
You know,
yeah.
that's the other thing too.
So it's a great car. I'm definitely gonna miss it. I learned a lot with this car.
I think the last thing is you were kind of sort of thinking about doing a C7 build next.
Yes, I am. I want to do a JDM C7. I want to see if I can bring my JDM audience
right
to an understanding, because they all hate muscle cars with a passion.
Right.
And I want to show them that it's a really well-designed car. So
oh yeah, the C7's still a great car.
And
it's really good.
Most, you know, I'm guilty for this, but most JDM people hate muscle cars.
Yeah, they do.
They don't care what engineering and R&D went into the car.
They also don't understand how easy they are to build, almost ever.
Yeah.
I mean, my white Mustang,
We're
perfect example.
We live in the homeland, guys. So
yeah.
build the car. So yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
See, we can piss off the internet. But yeah.
All right, well, dude, as always,
yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for driving up here. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.